Yo, what is up, my fiends? We got the part 2 to the deck list video, trying to showcase some of what this deck can do at Master. We got about 4 replays from Master. Get rid of that evenly, right off the bat. Kind of what I was talking about with this furniture build. You're able to just pitch cards you don't need to make sure that you get the big welcome set. So, looks unassuming, but the Ash is going to stop any type of Kashtira stuff. Let's see if they're playing Yep. Okay. All right. Let me just get this Ariana right away, since I think I opt to go for my coup clock. And here I'm going to Lady, because Lovely would be useless to pop anything into his hand, in my opinion. I could opt to pop the field, but I don't think it'll matter too much, because I know I'm going to use up my last imperm. Trigger Lady, trigger Clue Clock, so whatever trap I search with Lady, I could threaten them with. So it's going to be a D barrier, of course. No fusioning. Yeah. And I think I made the right play. Even though I didn't activate it this turn when I pitched the Coup Clock, we're chilling. We're chilling. We're just going to draw 2. We love to see Pot agreed. Ariana, they're going to Solik. No. This is why I took Necro Valley out, because now we are able to big welcome, bounce the trap, buy Solik, no negate. I grab my furniture. They're going to unicorn me again. Who gives a fuck? That was your last one. And because of the furniture effect, this triggers the clock effect, one of them in the grave. So lets me bounce this back to my hand. I'm going to send it right back, activate this welcome Labrynth, trigger Lady, IDP. Let's go. Right. Your turn, Duelist. I also have the nice little Max C in my hand. Yeah. Have fun. This is Master Duel. Are you having fun? Because I am. I'm having so much fun. I'm not bitter at all about this being against tier. However, now we're about to see the showcase of Tackle Crusader. Even though I wasn't able to pitch it off of furniture, they milled it. So now we're going to be able to see kind of the utility behind why people are starting to run Tackle Crusader, at least in TCG OCG, right? Bringing myself an imperm. I'm gonna debury that right away. Just call fusion, because he milled a fuck ton fusion targets there, so I was like, no, we're not gonna do that. And then I also lock him out of the XZ's plays, because I flip his Ishizu card down, and that's the utility behind Tackle Crusader, right? You book a moon your opponent, so even if they're not playing Kashtira, it's nice to book someone if you see 2 of the same level, because you know that they could XZs, so you just do that, prevent them from, you can't XZs with face down cards, you also can't link with face down cards, so depending on where you are in like a Dragon Link combo, you could also shut down that combo. And then there you go, IDP for added insult to injury. All these effects are going to proc. Absolutely all of them. And now I get the chance to pop the field with Lovely. And yeah, I grabbed myself the field. This is overkill, guys. I took the field spell out. I said that, in the deck list video. I don't think you need it. It's a win more card, as we'll see in this example. This is just egregious. I'm like, well, let me just activate all of my effects. You know what I'm saying? So I could get all my guys out in the field, and I could get a Chaos Angel since I need my Synchro dailies, etc., etc., etc. But my opponent, rightfully so, scoops it up. I should have just gone to Chaos Angel and attacked them. But I didn't want to do that, and for some reason they'd be able to come back into the game. So in case they had like another, what is it, Havness or Merlin in hand. I forgot which one activates. I think Havness, right, to a monster effect. So whatever. GG next. Game 2. Let's see what game 2 will bring us. I do know that a few of these do showcase the Ishizu card. Oh, look at that. This is why I took it out of my fucking deck. I remember this game. You might see something that'll be useful. I don't know why they're running Adventure Tier, by the way. That was interesting, because they're not going to be able to use I assume, the Rhino Heart in hand or set. That maxing would have been nice last turn. Here, the Imperm is nice for the Griffin Rider. So now I don't have to deal with that. I feign the evenly. They don't have any negates now for Ariana. I pitch the Max C for big welcome. I now have Lady out. I have Clock in my hand, so now I'm able to big welcome, trigger Lady, get a D barrier for next turn, pop the back row with a field spell. That was like the only instance you could see that, oh, hey, this is a good card. I could have just popped it and then not pop the token. It didn't really matter to me. The only extra thing with the field spell is that popping the token, when I could have just also banished it with Chaos Angel instead of this snow card. Whatever. It was an egregious turn, man. I have to be able to do pop 2 cards and have Chaos Angel, and follow up for this turn in the form of Big Welcome. Lovely again. And D-Barrier. Yeah. You knew what was happening, buddy. Sorry that your internet happened to go out right when I did D-Barrier. I apologize. Should probably get that fixed, you know. But yeah, I think these next 2 games might showcase the Mudora, why there's utility in having Mudora. And this is a decent going second hand. Imperm evenly, furniture, chilling. We're chilling. Could furniture pitch a lady since I do run 3 in my deck. Yeah, I could get into another one with Ariana if I wanted to. Here I imperm this because I'm like, well, this stops him from getting another free Bestial. This is still a formidable board, but, you know, we see what I got in my hand here and what I drew into. So get that shit out of my fucking game. And now we're going to be able to showcase the utility behind Mudora, right? That's like the perfect thing to discard so that I could keep the Ariana and the lady in hand. Because that means I could Ariana grab Ku-Clock. Oh, and right away I'm going to prevent them from, I think, do I prevent them from drawing with this? Yeah, I completely lock them out of that free draw with the branded regain, which is super, super nice. Or maybe that's not the free draw. Maybe that's a special summon. My bad. Now they're still going to be able to get the draw. Let's see. And that sucks. They banished both my clock and my furniture. Oof. But here I'm going to try to... lovely... Yeah, they still get the draw, which is fine. I just popped the thing that they drew, which happened to be Lubellion, which kind of helped them, I guess. But we're in a very dominating position. I mean, I got Dogmatica Punishment. That's why I searched that. That fucks up a lot of Dragon Link and Bestials in general. I don't know why I get trigger happy with this the Dark Charmer, but I figured maybe I just want to pop this right away so he doesn't revive something with this branded regained. Boom, and because of Lovely, I select the last card in hand. Now he grabs a Rocket Tracer, and now I take the time to, instead of go the route the Ku-Clock, because I want to be able to IDP this turn and threaten the IDP. I could have used IDP right away to grab the Starly Seaford, but I was like, let's just keep playing it out, and let me just wait until he gets into Romulus or Link 2 that gets Dragon Ravine, and then just banish that. He's got plenty of fodder, IDP fodder in his grave. So he grabs Boot Sector Launch, and they just scoop it up. Because I think they figured out what the fuck I was going to do. Sorry, Jigga Man. Let's go to Scarwin. Got that type of Welsh, Elven, RuneScape, Lord of the Rings type of name. Scarwin. I could feel their fucking pointy ear LARPing across the dual field. And we got a pretty decent hand. I mean, it's nice when you have Maxi and evenly going second. So hopefully I could Ariana next turn and use Furniture to pitch Mudora again. Because that's what we saw last game. Like, Mudora, like, completely stopped him from reviving a Bestial, which is really nice. And it's also, like, it would have been really good in the tier matchup as well. Here's the other fucking Maxi. Also, get that shit on my fucking face evenly. I run 3, so it's to be expected at this point. But yeah, here's the Ishizu card in the grave. They banish my Ariana. Good, I wanted them to get that effect out of the way. I didn't want them to do that on anything else. Here's a Maxi if they do some more Kashtira plays. Which it looks like they are an actual Kashtira. Oh, and Punk. Very, very interesting. I'm one of the few opinion I don't mind the Cash lineup, so they opt to pop this. I could have like gone to the line to pop their tuner right away, but I had no idea what they were doing. I knew they could have gone to Baron, but I don't know. It was hard to say. It was hard to say because, like, I don't know. In retrospect, I think I still made the right decision because I'd rather get that Baron negate out of the way. Sure, they're able to bring the Baron back to their extra deck, but at least it prevented them from going into the Fenrir. And their boy is at 4K because of that effect, because they gain Mudora's attack. So that was some nice, again, some utility. You're seeing some minor utility from Mudora, but I think, you know, whoop, bounce this, by the way. Bring back all my furniture. So now I'm able to do the other one since I did Chandelier that turn. So now I'm able to bring out the field, threaten some board presence. Again, didn't need to do the field. Really did not need to do the field. It just would have been overkill, I guess, with regular welcome. But now I get to pop 2, essentially. I get to pop the unicorn, and then I think do I pop the field or do I pop one in his hand? I guess I just opt to pop one in his hand because they chain E-Telly, and the field would either one of these, I know they're going to be able to get it back. Oh, because of that thing I bounce in hand too. So I get rid of their Kashtira line. They're going to fuse up. So here's a pro strat, guys. If you want to stop the Punk player and you have a D barrier, obviously you call Synchro. But I don't have a big welcome. The big welcome just got engraved. So also, if you have a big welcome engraved, you could bounce that if you didn't use it this turn. That shuts them down. But don't call. Wait for them to tribute the fusion first, my guy, for them to do that. Because as you notice, the fusion is level 8. And yes, they cannot synchro, but they can rank 8 into a Dingirsu. What do you think? Press 1 if you think he's going to go into Zeus. Bye-bye. But the good thing is I have 2 furniture, so I'm able to set a welcome Labrynth. I'm able to bring out a lady, which lets me use the big welcome engrave, which is exactly what I do. Bye! And that's some nice little master rank gameplay to clean it up for you guys. So just some nice little leftovers of Master 4. You can make the argument it's not as competitive maybe as maybe a Master 2 trying to get the Master 1 or even Diamond 1. I feel like my Diamond 1 games were insane. But yeah, thank you guys for this journey of Labrynth the Master, and hopefully you checked out the deck list and you could see about how some of this works. Minus the field spell, guys. I don't think the field spell is good. So with that, I embrace a new ban list and show me you guys what you guys are cooking, and stay fiending, motherfuckers. Catch you around.